Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this. I feel like running.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured. Pie, that's what I'll make tonight. High up, everyone can hear your voice. Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Dandelions? Gosh. Of course they're flowers.
All I can think about is D-Luke.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
Hola, hola, hola. Aquí, hola, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hola, 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 hola. Buenas, buenas. Bienvenidos a este canal de Río Zapterino. Yo soy ZapTersZ y puede que esté gritando más de lo normal hoy porque creo que estoy un poquito sordo. Fui a un concierto de jazz con temática de Donkey Kong. Estuvo la raja, la banda se llama Justic. Y no defraudan. Esta es la vez que los veo en vivo y son espectaculares. Hoy voy a estar en modo VTuber hoy, todo el rato porque tengo el chiquero pero enorme en mi pieza. Así que o ordenaba o prendía directo. Bueno, ya sabemos qué fue lo que pasó. Así que eso. Eh, la politortuga zapte. ¿Cómo estaba mi estimado Marion Pro? Buenas, buenas. Bueno, aquí, como dije, puede que esté hablando más fuerte de lo normal porque tengo los oídos tapados por el concierto. Pero se pasó bien y que eso es lo importante.
Hey, there's
Eso es
something
lo que
strange
se,
over there. Come
eso es
on,
lo que
let's
se
take a look.
importa. Ok, bueno, tengo mi tablet actualizándose. Así que estoy con el deck de acá directamente del computador. Así que eso. Eh, sí. Lo dejo todo configurado. Para que esté bien. Bueno, cámara no, no hay cámara. La tengo tapadita, así que. Si me aguantan, por favor, lo siento. Pero me da vergüenza enseñar mi chiquero de pieza. Ok, como dice el título de la canción, hoy vamos a continuar la historia del chino cochino. Pero antes, como siempre, hay que hacer la diaria porque soy una huevonao que no hace las cosas cuando se tenía que hacer. Tu, tu. Ay, gracias. Tu, tu. Prendí la tablet. Bueno. ¡Ayuda! Que se quede pegada la wea. Tu. ¡Ay! Le dolió. Vale. ¡Ah, conchito madre! Me asusté. Se me olvidó que este weón estaba cerca mío, weón.
To ashes!
With all my strength.
Ay, ese weón no se enteró. Pecaditos. ¿Hola?
Positions. Get him. No escape.
Oh,
Eyes on me!
Here.
vale. Ah, comida. Para, pam. Y sí, y ni se enteraron.
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there.
¡Ay! Casi no llego. Un señor robot, ¿o no? No. La pelota de aire, ¿no? Ah, no, los 5 weas.
All eyes on me.
Ah, muy lento.
I'll race you there.
Tu, turu, turu, tu. Ah, que estoy cansadito. Oh, en concierto estuvo la raja. Era un concierto de jazz, pero con temática de Donkey Kong.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Los buenos se pagaron los míos solos, weón. Fue excelente. Ah, este weón quiere que destruya una wea, ¿no? No, que la robe para él. Ah, está acá. Turu, turu, tu, 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 turu, tu. ¡Ah! Y por acá dicen que hay un cosito, weón. ¿Está en el aire? Hola, ¿cómo están, cabros?
Baron Bunny. No one escapes my power that ended fight. Positions. Yeah.
Te vi. Tanto tiempo ganando por acá y en serio nunca lo había visto. ¿Y este weón? Tu, 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 turu, turu, tu. Tu, turu, tu.
Where am I going to get the more?
Tu, 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 tu. Para entregar las cositas.
Lord Barbados, please see to it that Godwin gets all the
Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra ab.
Oh, qué paja. Chu, 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 chu. Ha derrotado a los campeones de la emboscada. Parece que hay otra fuerza involucrada en esto. Ah, verdad, esto estaba en el desierto. Hablando. Ay, yo sí tengo ocasiones de joystick acá. Mm. Ah, pero solo de Pokémon. Pero yo compré el álbum de Donkey Kong. Po. ¿Dónde está?
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this. Hmm. Hmm. Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Pam, param, pam. Señor Robot.
I won't let you down. With all my strength. Scratch.
Y a volar. ¿Qué es eso? Para, pa. Pa, pa, para, pa, 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 pa. Me pasé, pues.
With all my strength. Yeah.
¿Será con ameno? Ajá.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
Tan, 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 tan. Para, pam. Pam. Tu, 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 tu. Para, pa, pam, pam. Tu, 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 tu. Déjale.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. They're back again! How many of them are there?
No cambia la vida.
Get him! Let it rain!
Para, pa, pam, pam.
All right, let's go.
Tu, 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 tu. Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
Is this where the action is?
Aquí no hay nada.
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
They didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival.
A menos que sea alguien de adentro, que sea un traidor.
But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Agua cara en el ara.
searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
Alright, let's take a good look around the
Por ahí
area.
tienen que estar escondidos los bastardos, no pueden haber cabeza tan lejos. Hay una pilada de gran cantidad de conocimiento encapsulado, suficiente para ganar una enorme cantidad de moras si se venden a precios de mercado.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
El viento y la arena no han borrado por completo las huellas, pero con mirarla es imposible saber dónde han huido los comercios. Los animales de carga están bebiendo el agua tranquilamente como si no hubiese pasado nada.
Did you find anything?
No,
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here.
Okay.
Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once
Claro.
they think we've left the
Hay mucha
premises,
plata como para dejar botada ahí,
they'll be
po.
back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left.
Exacto, Paimon, ¿usted sí qué piensa?
Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Parapapam. Salga subasta. ¿Qué tan lejos tengo que irme? Ah, igual lejos. ¡Eh! Acá.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Cansado, pero tú flotas, amiga.
Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we rest here for a while? It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
Me tienen de Perkin.
Get
Oh,
ready
vaya.
for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
¡No! Puta.
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I lay low and observed for a while instead.
¿Ya?
He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Ay,
Greedy? What are you?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out.
marcha.
You can throw away the trap.
Listen, buddy, you better not.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Mira lo que tengo aquí. Qué lata.
I won't let you down.
Oh, me cayó el agua.
Tired.
Me caí. Vamos, Beidou, tú puedes, tú puedes. No, Beidou, no puedes. Ah, no, no, no.
Crew, set sail for home.
Get him! Hey!
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Simin. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Denme unos 5 minutos.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why's that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits.
O sea, es la
brought
media
everyone
mafia
together
entonces,
in this
po, weón.
business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad.
Ay,
And
qué
for the
tierna.
guests, too.
Pero no te vas a salvar de ser vendida, desgraciada. Oye, vuelvo. Ya volví.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
Ah, qué tierno.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Algo cacho este weón.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor.
Hmm.
My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk.
Ya.
That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival.
Xuxa.
I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
O sea que si cortamos esto, vamos a cagar en la vida a todos estos buenos, po. Qué complicado, pero el tema es que aún así lo que está diciendo es ilegal, po. Aunque tengan que salvar, pero puta.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home.
Interesante.
You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think, small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this?
Como que la
Such a
academia
volume of goods wouldn't be able to
los
slip through
pierda, entre
inspection.
comillas, pero en realidad se los vende a estos buenos. Ay, igual podría ser, ¿eh? Aunque sería bien bastardo la wea, pero. Estoy limpiando los lentes, You forever. Ay.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Chucha.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection.
Se saltan la ley, po.
No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
Lo dudo.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia.
¿Quieres que busque esa info? ¿O que la
If we
robe?
can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention.
Tendría que hacerlo yo.
You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Vale.
Sure thing. Leave it to us.
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it.
Y sí, hay que pensar en todos los casos. Ya que son buenos para reproducirse son buenos.
We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
¡Ah! ¡Chuta madre!
Ella está poseída. Solo Slayer puede salvarla.
Darencita,
banda?
¿cómo está?
No.
¿Cómo te fue en el directo? Mucho más que para pam. Punk.
Daremes nos acaba de hacer una raid con 5 personas o gatos.
¿O gatos?
Ari el gato, José,
José
y
y
más.
más. En cualquier momento sale tu SO. En cualquier momento. Yo confío en el coso automágico. En cualquier momento. Ahí está. Corre, amiga, corre, corre. Ya, pero no me quedó claro. ¿Valía o no valía la pena? Muchas gracias por la raícita y para los que no me conozcan, me presento, soy Zapter y bueno, soy estúpido. Y por hoy soy un VTuber
Come on, let's take a look.
a tiempo completo porque tengo el desorden en mi pieza. Es un chiquero, ni siquiera hice la cama. O sea, desarmé mi cama porque hoy tocaba lavar sábana, pero no me dio tiempo de ordenar nada. Vamos, y como fue un concierto, entonces, bueno, estaba bien. Y de hecho llegué hace... Ay, prendí directo hace una hora. Ya, hace 1:10 que llegué de mi casita. Ok. ¿Una fotito? No, me quedo ahí. Una fotito. Vale. Ya, tenemos que ir a la universidad, o sea, a la academia. A sapear los registros para saber quién es el bastardo que anda traficando cosas. Ya, y la academia está en su mero selva, aquí. Tuturu. Yeah. ¿La academia no está arriba? Ah, puedo entrar por acá. Efectivamente puedo entrar por acá. Arriba, solo que esto es un atajo.
Hello,
Hola.
we meet again. Have you managed to find Cyno? If so, how's he? I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
Sí, ya lo hiciste, pues bastardo culiao. Dijimos que era complicado, pero tú no me hiciste caso.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Cyno, it
Buena.
shouldn't be a problem. That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds
Pero,
of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed.
Dante.
But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted
Ya, hay
repository, which is heavily
censura
guarded.
cuando la cosa se pone peligrosa. Está bien. Claro. No pueden dejar que la gente investigue, por ejemplo, bombas de destrucción masiva. Las cosas las censuran.
Follow me. I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds
Sí.
kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Hola. Oli.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Vale. ¿Qué? ¿Está cargando? Ah, está cargando.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Vale. Y ahora.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Ese registro sobre cierto erudito de la escuela.
I'll race you there.
Acá lo encontré. Ah, sí, 3 veces tiró esta wea. 3 veces.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet? Huh, it reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
His former partner. That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty, and I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation,
¿Por qué me
which is
cuentas,
in
por qué me
violation
cuentas
of
esto?
academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree.
Voy y vuelvo. Volví.
Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
¿Me estás seguro que él se cortó o que puede que quizá alguien lo haya desuscrito de la vida y lo haya aparecido como autoquitación de la vida? Anda a saber tú.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
Chucha.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Trap?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
Bueno, uno nunca termina de conocer a las personas, po.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation.
Sí, po. En todas las fechas contra este weón.
There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so,
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death, or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Mantra to find the truth and track down criminals.
Chucha.
Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Y no se mandó ese.
oh, now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find.
Llegó un momento, pensaban que nunca estaba acaso, pero cuando uno le quiso dar otra bendición, me di cuenta que ya tenía otra. Po. Por eso no quiero dar.
Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
Oh, no duele. Sí, te que leo esto. Un día lo leeré. Ah. Tu.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Ay. Está un poquito denso esta cosa, ¿eh? Ay, era obvio que iba a ser una historia media de detective y investigación. Yo no quiero hacerte bastardo. Oh. Ay, me equivoqué.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal?
Oh.
The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
Una pista.
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Pucha, no sirve para nada esto, cabrón. Hmm.
The daylight hours really drag on.
Welcome to the academia.
The daylight hours really drag on. daylight hours really drag on.
Welcome to the academia.
The daylight hours really drag on.
Welcome to the academia.
Ajá. Ay. ¿Ya activé esto? Ah, sí, bájate. Hmm. Qué sospechoso.
Welcome to the academia.
Ese cabro chico está como medio raro aquí.
Welcome to the academia.
Ahí. ¿Cómo estamos, Arcángel? ¿Vale poner sustito? Sí, me está quedando mío, gracias. ¿Pero qué le vamos a hacer? Las historias de detective tampoco es que sean de mi agrado. Yo soy más de ciencia ficción o de mundo fantástico. ¿Cómo estamos, mi estimado Impro Machucao? Hola. Ah. Justo apreté un botón y se cambió la música. ¡Pum! ¡Ay!
Ella está poseída. Solo Slayer puede salvarla.
¿La banda?
Gracias. No. No me pregunten por...
Archangel _ Tyrell nos acaba de hacer una raid con 1 personas o gatos. Ari el gato, José y más.
There's something strange over there.
Muchas
Come on,
gracias.
let's take a look.
Bueno, ahí va a haber otro SEO para ti. En cualquier momento. Ahí está. Oye, la medita en vivo. Me hizo una mención. Me acabo de dar cuenta.
Así que si me salen, saco un... Voy a tirar una. Si me sale... Me lleva, saqué un 5.
Bueno, no me pregunten de qué trata. ¿De qué va la historia de Cyno Cochino? Porque ya me perdí. A ver, por lo que he divagado entre la conciencia y la inconsciencia, es que alguien de la academia estaba traficando, o sea, estaba involucrado en el tráfico de los cubitos USB de memoria. Estábamos sospechando de un buen importante que supuestamente tuvo un problema que se le murió el hijo y algo así. Hasta ahí entendí. Pero los últimos encargos que he tenido que ir de aquí para allá lo he estado haciendo dormido, así que ya me perdí. Me perdí en qué estaba. Ya no te preocupes, es gratis. ¡Ah!
Ella está poseída. Solo Slayer puede salvarla.
¡Ay,
¿La banda?
muchas gracias! No. Es que son lindos.
Nos acaba de seguir. Muchas gracias, Oe.
Gato Topo nos acaba de hacer una raid con 10 personas o gatos. Ari
¿Cómo que
el
Gato
gato,
Topo?
José y más.
Ah, ¿verdad? Sí, gato topo. La que tú me deciste gato poto. ¿Cómo estás, mi estimado? Muchas gracias. Para los que vengan y no me conozcan, me presento. Soy ZapTersZ. Y bueno, soy estúpido y me estaba quedando mío.
¡Oh, su mecha, Mike!
No puedo creer el daño de...
Espero que estén bien. Gato, topo, tú estabas jugando Fortnite, ¿no? Tiene efecto de personalización tu... ¿Mi Steam? Esto es el fondo. Es un extracto del video de Iron Maiden. Bueno, muchas gracias, Yumi, por el followcito. Se me había olvidado. A ver, yo estaba dejando la view a alguien y me quedo mío. Sin comentarios. No está en directo. Pero, ¿y cómo me hizo una mención entonces? Si no está en directo. Yo no entiendo nada. Ah, es que no es de ahora. ¿Y por qué se mandó a cambiar el cosito? Ah, ahí está, ya. Ok, continúo. Ah, por cierto, yo por lo general soy medio VTuber y medio persona real, pero hoy no ordené mi pieza. Tengo el chiquero, pero terrible, así que no tuve tiempo de ordenar porque apenas terminé de trabajar, fui a un concierto. De hecho, llegué hace poco. Bueno, ya no hace poco, ya hace 2 horas que prendí directo, ya. Hace 2 horas que llegué. Llegué y prendí. Más encima, hoy hice cambio de sábanas, así que... nada, dejé todo encima. Está un chiquero. Ahora soy nuevo. Como quien nuevo. Sí, aquí cada vez que hacen raid hay sustitos en el canal. Yo también pueden mandar sustitos. El más survived. Yes. True. Tengo 500 dólares. Ah, piola. Un número cerrado. Yo ahora actualmente estoy haciendo la historia. Bueno, estoy en Genshin. Estoy haciendo la historia de personaje del chino cochino. Me perdí en la historia. No porque sea aburrida, sino porque me estaba quedando dormido porque tengo sueño. Estoy cansado. Y me perdí. Estamos sospechando de alguien que está traficando. Alguien de la academia está traficando eh, memoria USBs. Y ya no me acuerdo en qué estamos.
Excuse me, have you
Me
seen any
perdí.
large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Guardia de mierda, solo tiene ahí un trabajo, weón. Aporte. Tomate con conejo. Muerto por estúpido. A ver. Ya. Creo que ya me estoy medio acordando. Estamos buscando información de cómo o quiénes. O sea, tenemos sospechas de que un weón podría ser. Pero no tenemos evidencia, no tenemos pruebas. Claro, y los weones. O sea, ya descubrimos cómo sacan la weón de acá. Pues le ponen un sello importante. Y ese sello importante hace que después no hagan más revisiones, pues. Entonces hay que ver cuándo y cómo para encontrarlo in situ. Hay que tenemos que pillarlo con las manos en la masa. Ah, por cierto, si ustedes juegan Genshin y son pro en Genshin, yo les quiero decir que yo no soy pro. De hecho, tengo un equipo raro. Tengo a mi Amber acá, a una Baidu que se está muriendo. Dejen darle un poquito de comida. Ya vale. Una Diona, que es mi curandera. Y mi DPS, que es extrañamente mi querida Nilou. Lo sé, es un equipo particular. Pero a mí me gusta. Y la verdad que me acostumbré y me adapté a jugar con esos cuatro desgraciadas. Y me va bien. De hecho, mi arma me pegaba fuerte, así que vamos bien. ¿Hola?
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Ah, por cierto, si quieren escuchar música, está el comando SR y pueden colocar la música que ustedes quieran. Mientras estén en Spotify, el coso va a funcionar. Idealmente tienen que colocar el nombre del artista y la canción. Si solo ponen la canción, puede que coloque alguna canción parecida. No exactamente la que usted piensa. De hecho, espérenme, voy a colocarlo como mensaje. Comando SR y chanta tu música. Tu canción. Canción tiene tilde en la O. ¡Ah! ¡No! Maluma, po, weón. Bueno, se me olvidó poner un espacio en mi chat para que no tomara como comando, pero bueno, ya. Ya la cagué. Ahora tengo que irme a mi canal y pinear el mensaje. Sé que debe haber una forma más fácil de hacer esto. Tu, 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 tu. Me muestra como que yo también vengo de la raíz del gato topo. Como te tenía la view. Bueno, vamos a escuchar una canción de Manolo. ¿Cómo se llama la canción que coloqué? Ah, chantaje. Y comentario. Pueden colocar las canciones que ustedes quieran. No hay restricción, solamente hay sugerencias. Es que no coloquen reggaetón, pero. Como dije, solo sugerencias. Si quieren colocar reggaetón, coloquen reggaetón.
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
Ahorita un te veo la canción. Como versión salsa.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with the Matra seal. Why should I bother?
Claro. Los buenos estaban vulnerando. O sea, no. Están abusando de su poder para hacer esta cosa.
Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened? A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Impossible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Vamos a calmarnos.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
Bueno, vamos. Pum, 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 pum. Ah, piola la canción.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj.
Puta, y los teléfonos, qué wea.
A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
Me tinca que encontró la ubicación de las ruinas que estábamos buscando antes. O información de algo de las ruinas. Claro, se estaba buscando. Con el tráfico estaban tratando de encontrar una memoria sobre arqueología y sobre la ubicación de una ruina. Supongo que a eso se refiere.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would...
Bueno. Siempre va a ser inocente hasta que se demuestre lo contrario. Aún no tenemos pruebas, así que solo sospechas.
Fine.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Para pam 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 pam. Para pam pam pam. Ah.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry? Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
No tienes cojón, amigo.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records.
¿De
These
qué,
are the
po?
transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive.
Chucha.
The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries.
Oh, ¿cómo está haciendo la guabrilla?
I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Es una mafia completa, pues, weón. No era un no simple contrabanducho, ¿no? Uy, chucha.
You're right, that's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Vale.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Cyno and see. Let's go.
Let's go. Vamos a buscar al chino cochino. Y tenemos que ir a la guarida. Pa, para, pa, pa, pa.
I'll race you there. Told you I'd win.
¿Está en el comercial, eh?
That's more like it.
Oh, no, ya no. ¡Ah, me caigo!
I won't let you down.
¡No!
Go, go, Berry Bunny.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Excelente transición fue esa, amigo. Con explosión y todo.
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man, although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time. He would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether
Claro.
it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's... That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that.
Ahí está.
That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself.
Ay.
Time is ticking. Let's go.
Let's go. Ya volar, ya volar, ya volar. Pam, pa, param, pam, pa, pam. Tuturuturu. Tururu. Encuentro la corte de desolación según la dirección del mapa. Está aquí, pero por debajo. O yo estoy arriba, güey. ¡Ay! Aquí en la cueva. Ir a mimir. Ok, Arcángel. Aunque pudiste haber mandado un sustito y después decir que te vaya a mimir. Te falta calle, ¿eh? Bueno. No se pierda en el desierto. No. Tampoco es que haya explorado mucho, la verdad. Bueno, ¿para qué me preguntan con qué equipo voy, po? No tengo otro equipo, así que estoy obligado. O sea, no me quejo. ¡Cyno cochino!
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Pum, 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 pum.
You can bully me!
Hola, guapo. Hola, Oscarín, ¿cómo estás? ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¿Terminaste tus deberes? O sea, tu directo. ¿Terminaste los deberes? ¿Los deberes? ¿Terminaste los deberes? Ay, no me acuerdo. ¿Qué estaba jugando, Oscarín? ¿Fortnite? ¿O LOL? Bueno, lo que estaba jugando te tenía AFK. Buenas para acá. ¿Qué esto? Spoiler.
These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Opa. Vale. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Botón? What?
Whoa, is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Ah, vale. Interesante. Hola.
Hey! Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Oye, dolor.
No escape!
Ah, vale. Gracias. Para, pam, pam. Aló. Por aquí no era, ¿cierto? Por aquí no era. Estúpido. Ilógico. Oh. Vale. Ay.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
Sin comentario, bueno. ¿Qué?
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
¿En serio? A mí me mareó un poco. Espérate que... ¿Lo giré o no lo giré? Ah, sí lo había girado, pues había un botón allá abajo. Ah, bueno, estúpido. ¡Estúpido! Ay. ¿Ahora? Ah, qué chistoso. La madre. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¡Ay!
Ella está poseída. Solo Slayer puede salvarla.
¿La banda?
Mega guayo, muchas gracias por la raid. despierto. Muchas gracias. Ya estoy despierto.
Megaguayo nos acaba de hacer una raid con 4 personas, o gatos. Ari el gato, José y más.
Le debo los sustos. No he aumentado el contador. Debería ser automático. Pero lo que sí es automático es el deseo. Allá va. Muchas gracias. Ari el gato, José y más.
Oye, me metiste, Ramón, no está, güey.
Muchas gracias por el follow.
Harvest nos acaba de seguir. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Oe. Para los que vengan del Megaguayo, me presento. Soy ZapTersZ y bueno, soy estúpido. Y por esta vez soy VTuber a tiempo completo porque tengo el desorden. Acá. Mi cuarto. Está muy mal presentable, así que no prendo cámara. Gracias por la promo, estimado Zapter. No te preocupes, es gratis y es divertido ver los videos de la gente. Se divierte. A ver, aprovechamos que estamos acá, comamos algo. No, estamos bien. A ver, con cuidado que me están matando. ¡Ay! Pregunta. Aquí está. ¡Uy! Se lo pidió. ¡Pum! Mi hermano le pega aún más que la chucha aún. ¿Ahora? El ojito. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Cómo va el Tecto Impact? Bien, bien. Bueno, parte de esta historia del personaje que estoy haciendo, me perdí porque me quedé dormido. Me estaba quedando dormido mientras avanzaba y entregaba cosas. Y creo que me perdí, bueno, igual unos textos más o menos importantes. Pero al menos después me dieron como un contexto. Hay unos... Sí, me quedo dormido con mucho texto. Sí, sí, sí. Es que estoy un poco cansado, pues entonces, como mucho texto, y como las historias de detective nunca me han... O sea, nunca han sido de mi agrado. A menos que tengan comedia. Eh, entonces, más mi cansancio. Bueno, era obvio que me iba a quedar dormido. Pero, como datos que no me preguntaron, hay unas memorias USB que se pueden implementar. Que tú puedes traficar por ahí. Comprar de contrabando. Y chantártelo en el cuerpo y obtienes toda la información que tenga esa cosa. Es como una forma rápida de aprender, instantánea. El tema es que abusar de eso te puede llevar a la morición. Entonces, la academia, que son los que gobiernan esta nación, están buscando quién chucha es el que contrabanda esta wea, po. Y ahora resulta que uno propio de la academia era el que robaba la cuestión, po. O lo creaba él y lo sacaba acá. Entonces estamos buscando ahora al desgraciado para encontrar pruebas, porque hasta el momento no tenemos pruebas. O sea, encontramos un cosito en su casa, pero tenemos que encontrarlo él, po. Y creo que acá está, po. Hola. Un fueguito morado. Taj. ¿Cómo se llama Taj?
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well.
Qué guapa esa mona china. ¿Te refieres a Paimon? ¿A Chino Cochino? ¿O mi conejo? Bueno, se llama Carly.
Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
Pero bueno, somos los que estamos nomás, po. Y agradece que estoy haciendo esto gratis.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me.
¿Quién es Spider-Man? No, eso no.
Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court
El
of
conocimiento
Desolation?
encapsulado son las memorias USB.
Yes, it was me.
Ah, listo. Confesó. Estamos listos ya. Nos podemos ir. Chao.
Then explain why.
Nah, pero a mí no me importa saber el por qué. Solo que él lo hizo. Listo. Ya te ayudé. Ahora, ¿me puedo ir, por favor? ¿No?
That's the difficult
Puta la wea.
part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
No puedes. No puedo.
I find that hard to believe.
Sí. A mí me cuesta creer lo que no me sueltan. Ya confesó. No hay razones. Solo lo hace nomás.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later.
Okay.
When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but
Todo esto es porque se te desvivió el hijo. Y me parece que a él se le desvivió el hijo. Y eso hizo que ahora sea más amargo y bueno, y cayera en la tentación de este tráfico de cositas. Bueno, no puedo confirmar bien eso porque justo en esa parte que estamos investigando eso, yo me quedé dormido. Así que no me
I
acuerdo.
was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart.
Ah, sí. Era eso.
I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I
Mm.
found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
O sea, si no quieres seguir viviendo, es porque te tienes que desvivir, po.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me to the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret.
Ya, ¿quién es Murtada? No me acuerdo. Lo perdí mientras me estaba quedando dormido y entregaba las cosas en modo piloto automático.
I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him.
¿Y tú crees que de verdad esté orgulloso de ti?
The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
Ya.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek.
Vale. ¿Dónde hay una pistola en este momento? Es cosa de dispararle y listo, se acabó.
I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the
Sí,
past.
exacto, el pasado pisado.
You cannot bring the dead back to life.
los desvividos y están desvividos, no se pueden desvivir.
In the end, the treasures you seek are
In
nothing but
the
myths
end.
and legend.
Muy buena canción de. Ay, se me olvidó el nombre de la banda.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you...
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once?
No, porque es muy peligroso.
Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is...
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
Jin. Pelea. Pelea, ¿cierto? Ah, sí, pelea. ¿Cómo está? ¡Ay! What?
I will set things right no matter what the cost.
Au. What? Oh!
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Le quité un montón de vida. ¡Ojo!
As I thought.
¿Sí, Sabrina?
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation.
Pero la pregunta es, ¿a qué costo?
This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
¿Pero sea seguro? Yo creo que no.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy.
¿Va a haber animación?
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were forward and putting your life on the line.
Ella está poseída. Solo Slayer puede
Muchas
salvarla.
gracias por la raid.
¿La banda?
No. Puro, qué buen tema.
Jack HDZ 9988 nos acaba de hacer una raid con 4 personas, o gatos. Ari el gato,
José y más. En cualquier momento va a salir un SO automáticamente. En cualquier momento. Tú confía nomás. Tú confía. Ahí está.
¡A chingar a su madre! ¡Sí! ¡Buena! Buenísima. Los amo, chucos, los amo. Oh.
Buena. Justo ahí una win. Buena. Para lo que venga de Jack y no me conozcan, me presento. Pero ahora estoy sin cámara. Pero soy un VTuber ahora. Por ahí soy VTuber. Soy ZapTersZ. Bueno, soy estúpido. Y medio masoquista porque tengo muchos sustos por acá en el canal. Y un contador de sustos mensual. Hoy llevamos un poquito susto, llevamos 55 en lo que va del mes. Y qué pena. Y igual. Está bien. Vamos bien. Aquí estoy volviendo en el Genshin, haciendo la misión de personaje del Cyno, el cochino. Y vamos bien, aunque en una parte donde dan información, me quedé dormido y entregué las misiones porque tenía que estar de un lado para otro hablando. Me quedé dormido y avanzaba por defecto en piloto automático y entregaba, pero no me enteré de nada de la historia. Tengo un pequeño vacío argumental.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here.
¿Y qué? ¿Para qué? ¿Para que te enfrentáramos? ¿Para tener a alguien con quien pelear? Supongo yo. Aunque eso es muy egocéntrico. O sea, a la hora que no dejes esas cosas ahí, seguimos buscando en vano y tú ya hubieras encontrado esa cosa, entrado y obtener todo lo que tú querías. Pero como dejaste el cuaderno ahí, te encontramos, te detuvimos justo a tiempo y ahora vamos a pelear. Y no sé, pues, cagazo del hermano maloso.
All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan.
¿Qué cosa?
You might have fooled those on the list,
¿Pantomima?
but you will not fool me.
¿Qué mierda es eso? A ver, déjeme buscarlo en el diccionario. Mientras voy a hacer una raid aleatoria. Por cierto, si hay alguien streamer por ahí,
¿Qué hacemos para mejorar el juego?
diga hola y le hacemos un SEO.
Pongamos más. Hola, gordo. Se subió gordo a la silla. Hola, mi amor.
Se refiere a su gato, por si acaso. A ver, ¿qué significa la palabra pantomima?
Hola, este es Vin. Según el diccionario de la Real Academia Española, la palabra pantomima tiene dos significados. Representación realizada por medio de gestos y movimientos sin emplear palabras. Farsa o acción realizada para fingir. La pantomima es un arte escénico que se basa en la expresión corporal y facial del actor o mimo, que imita personas o cosas sin hablar. Algunos artistas famosos que han usado la pantomima son Charles Chaplin, Buster Keaton y Marcel Marceau. La pantomima también puede ser un subgénero del teatro o la comedia, como en el caso de la pantomima británica. Espero que esta información te haya sido útil.
O sea, pero aquí es el primer significado, el que una falsa o una acción, o está fingiendo como para que nosotros cayéramos en la trampa, por decirlo así. Bueno, gracias, Vink. Usted muy amable por decirme qué es lo que significa. Y por decirlo en TTS y no tener que yo leerlo. Sin escucharlo. Muchas gracias, señora.
I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Pero si te derrotamos ya una vez, ¿quieres pelear de nuevo?
What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
¿De aquí?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again.
¿De qué?
That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
Entonces tú querías destruirlo para que nadie más lo siguiera buscando.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost.
Ya, creo que te puedo entender, pero que lo destruyas ahora, eso no quiere decir que la gente no lo siga buscando, po. Solo que después no lo va a encontrar. Porque tú lo destruiste, pero la gente va a seguir buscando. Entonces, como que no entiendo un poco. O sea, entiendo lo que quiere hacer, pero a la vez no entiendo como que, según tú, el fin que crees tú no va a funcionar porque la gente va a seguir buscándolo. Solo que en vano, pero va a seguir buscándolo.
Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place.
Ya. Digamos que te entiendo y que ese pequeño argumento que encontré nunca existió. Ya, sigamos.
But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
¿Y tú?
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
Por ocupar el poder que está acercando a la weá, ¿no?
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment.
Bueno, si tú quieres, menos papeleo para mí. Total, le puedo decir, falleció en acción y listo. Nada de informe, ni autopsia, no, nada. Se desvivió nomás. Y un jaja saludos en la lápida.
Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are
Somos
partners.
panas.
If you see Mortada, send him my greetings.
Adiós.
Goodbye.
Ay, 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 animación. Vámonos.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the
Corre,
way,
amigo.
I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Somos matas. No, se sacrificó el loquito. Qué triste. Bueno, al menos entendí. Gracias por explicarme las cosas. Gracias, jueguito.
The Court of Desolation has...
Ah, por cierto, está el cosito de música, si quieren colocar música. Creo que no se piñó, weón.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end. To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation.
Sí.
But it won't be long before they continue searching for another
Ah, sí, pues
target.
también, pues. Van a encontrar otra cosa importante a quien que buscar y bueno, y otra vez al mismo ciclo.
That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough.
Ah, bueno. Me puedo retirar entonces.
Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself.
Sí,
Besides,
eso es verdad. Yo estaba ahí
I promised you
cuando
that I would sweep away
prometiste eso.
any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me a
4
caravan waiting
días.
4 days from now.
Ok. Ah, ¿de verdad tengo que esperar que pasen 4 días, pues? Pero hay un pequeño problema, amigo. Mi reloj no avanza 4 días. Pero avanza 2. Tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac, tic, tac. ¿Listo? Y ahora pasar otras 2 horas más. Uy, uy. Sí, pues. Tienen que estar ahí. Ay, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Y me acabo de responder algo que estaba imaginando, bueno. Ahora sí. ¿Está rico el juguito? Uy. Buena. Tengo 37, ¿eh? Pero la verdad que no tengo interés en los personajes que están acá. Como que Kirara podría ser, pero la verdad es que no. Y la probabilidad de que salga igual va a ser nula. O muy poca. Yo creo que seguiré ahorrando a ver qué sale. Además que tengo el pity en cero, así que voy a demorar hasta 20 ¿Quela? Ah, no sé qué estoy hablando, weón. Estoy divagando. Tengo sueño. No me pesquen. No sé qué estaba hablando. Ay, ¿qué estaba hablando? Weón, me quedo dormido mientras estaba hablando. Y ya retomé la conversación en otro punto. Ah, ya. Ya creo que estaba hablando de las tiradas que tengo que hacer. Pero no voy a hacer tiradas. Voy a seguir ahorrando. Y justo vi a esta tipa que estaba tomándose un traguito. Y empezó a hablar de otras weas, weón. Ahí, ya pasaron los 4 días. Terminamos esto, por favor. Me quería acostar. Pero no quiero terminar quiero terminar esta historia.
We meet again. Thank you
Ah, vale.
so much for all your help.
De nada.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the academia once they're cleared.
¿Cómo le
The
digo?
last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end.
Buena.
At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Culiao.
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks.
Interesante.
The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru.
Bueno, me interesa personas que había derrotado al grupo.
I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still... By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Que no se escape ninguno de esos tipos malos.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the academia anytime. Farewell then.
Acá está chino, pues. Culeo ciego.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you, this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, Mortada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Mortada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Ay, te enfurece.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time.
Trampa botánica.
If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tainari!
Hola.
Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Semin. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember.
Ese comentario creo que estaba de más, animal.
And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
Y cambia el tema nomás, po, chucho tu madre.
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving the video forest?
Buena.
What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge.
No leí. Aunque hemos arrestado a todos los criminales detrás de este caso de contrabando, mucha gente aún siente curiosidad y busca conocimiento encapsulado.
So, I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
Vale.
I've already
Adiós.
caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret.
Buena onda.
Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change. And no belief can completely resist the erosion of
Exacto.
time.
Estamos cagados en ese sentido.
I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
No, no se nota fácil.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know?
Bueno, buena onda.
There are many things I feel better about. Once I start to talk, many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj.
Sí, pues, el desierto está como medio
I didn't share
poblado.
details with
¿Saben
anyone.
cuáles son las ciudades?
I'd prefer to avoid revealing the
Pero viven en un
location
tubo.
of the Court of
Así que,
Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
A ver, ¿para qué tan filosófico? Ajá, terminé. Ah.
By the way, something strange happened. A merchant approached. I didn't remember owing anyone Mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace.
Sí.
Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
Vale. Lo que sí no entendí es de dónde sale su afán de decir chiste fome, weón. Como que a veces está nomás, weón. Ok. Ya. Terminamos la historia del chino cochino. Nos estaría quedando Nilou. Najida. Otra Najida. Almacén. Y sería, po. Ah, y esta, po. La deja. La de ya. Porque este no es de aquí, po. Tampoco hay y tampoco esto de acá. A ver, ya vamos a llegar a donde más adelante. No la voy a desbloquear ahora, la voy a desbloquear cuando la comience a hacer. Ah, no, no me dio ni siquiera para hacer un coso nuevo. Hay encuestas, así que voy a contar las encuestas antes de iniciar el directo. Así que vamos a buscar a alguien vivo para hacerle raid. Y nos vamos a mimir. Abro mi super cosito para ver a quién le hice la última raid. Por ejemplo, Cato, ¿hace cuánto que no te hago raid? Igual. Hace 8 videitos. Al booster, no, hace poco. ¿Celu? ¿Qué es Celu por aquí aún? Bueno, que ya es de día, po. Para pam pam. No, no vamos a ir con Lefonca, hace rato que no lo hago al Lefonca. También hace rato que no me meto a su canal. Bueno, estoy jugando a Genshin, como siempre. Ya vamos. Muchas gracias a todos los que se pasaron por acá a saludar, a reírse conmigo y de mí, sobre todo de mí y de mi desgracia. Te agradezco un montón a todos los que me dieron raid. Hoy me hicieron muchos raid. Y se lo agradezco porque me estaba quedando dormido y ustedes me despertaron. Mira que son, mira que me quieren, que me mandan raid para que yo despierte y no me quede dormido en directo. Se le agradece mucho. Darencita, muchas gracias por tu raid. Arcángel, muchas gracias por tu raid. Aunque lo tuyo, no sé si me hiciste raid de verdad. O solo vendiste y me hiciste raid para asustarme. Porque sí, estabas en directo. Pero... Gato Topo, muchas gracias también. Y disculpa por siempre decirte Gato Poto, pero es que la verdad es que yo leo rápido y leo Gato Poto, ¿no? Gato Topo. Megaguayo también, muchas gracias por la raid. Y Jack también, se agradece un montón. Se les quiere mucho, cabrón. Ahora nos vamos a la raid. Alguien está jugando Genshin. Alguien que es mucho más pro que yo. Y no sé, creo que está armando un personaje. Así que eso, yo solo les pido que saluden y si quieren quedarse porque le entretení al que lo mandé, se pueden quedar, pero solamente pido que digan hola. Mañana va a haber directo, sí, mañana sí o sí tengo que ordenar mi pieza, así que voy a estar con cámara. Quiero avanzar en uno de los juegos bonitos, en el Dondonje, y luego voy a avanzar con el jueguito del Bravely Default. Está muy interesante la historia. Y estoy por llegar a los que yo jugué cuando me compré el juego hace un par de años. Así que eso. Muchas gracias. Cuídense, cabros. Vamos a la raid. Saluden. No me dejen en el feo. Cuídense. Tomen agua. Bye bye.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's
Ya
take a look.
nos vamos, Giles Colliadas.